Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're continuing our unboxing of the Digital Hazard. So we got 4 more packs. Let's get right into it. We've got Strikemon, which we have seen before. The Fistomon, which we've seen before. Ground Locomon that we've seen before. ADR09, we've seen it. Ice Devamon. Pendulum Feet, we've seen. Optimizer, we've seen. Digimon. Kentamon. Ooh, Rio. We haven't seen Rio yet. He's a 3 play cost. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Drummon or Justamon in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Your turn. When you attack with a black Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to have the Digimon gain 1000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. So the on-play, again, it's really only useful for a Justimon deck. Although, with Drummon, that means it would work with Dark Drummon, or ones that aren't specifically part of it. Part of the evolution chain. So that adds a little to it. I could see someone pulling off something with that. The second effect is pretty nice as well. Getting the plus 1000. It's not going to allow you to continue play because it's not giving you any extra memory, but it's still an alright card, I think. And then... Ooh, we got the Beelzemon! Yo! Very nice. And it is a textured back. He's a 15 play cost, 6 Digivolution cost, 15,000 DP. When this card is trashed from your deck, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. When Digivolving, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. And your turn, for every 10 cards in your trash, this Digimon gains security attack +1. I like this card for a couple reasons. Number one, the first ability where for every card that's trashed from your deck. Or no, for when this card is trashed from your deck. So that kind of gives some utility to it. So I don't, like, am I going to be disappointed I didn't get to play him? Yes. But he gives an effect. And I like that. The effect he gives is not great, but again, power creep, early game, you don't want to make them too overpowered. So I could see them changing that later on. The second effect, that is really nice. Delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. That means the level, not a play cost. So this would shut down a Diaboromon deck since all the copies are the same level. You would essentially delete all of the level 6s. It's only saved with an Armageddon where that one's a level 7. So that one would be the highest. And then for every 10 cards in your trash, this card gains a security attack +1. That kind of helps with this new purple playstyle that I'm struggling to deal with. Because, again, I don't like trashing cards from a deck. So that kind of gives something for it. There is only 50 cards in a deck. So I would imagine on average, you might be able to get security attack plus, like a security attack 3 on them. So that's not amazing, but that's still pretty good. I like this guy. Does he still have... He does not have the Musketeers. He is straight up Demon Lord on here. So that kind of brings some inconsistency with the Musketeer abilities. But I don't know. He could still work. Next pack. We've already seen a lot of copies. But again, this is a smaller set. Starting off with Gargamon. Andromon. This is, I think, the Dark Gear Andromon because he's got red glowing eyes. That happened in the original series. Cubimon. High Speed Plug-in D. ADR-06 Horn Striker. Offensive Plug-in A. Ooh, we haven't seen Palate's head, I believe. I don't think we have. So this one is a 6 play cost, 3000 DP. Main, if you have a Mother D Reaper in play, you may suspend this Digimon to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. So that's not great, as this one's only got 3000. But maybe there's a way to pump up his DP. Like, I'm sure with option cards you could do that, but 3000 is pretty lame to delete something. Because again, you're only going to get rid of rookies. We got Bubbles. Alice McCoy. We do not have her yet, I don't think. She's a 2 play cost, your turn, once per turn. When one of your Digimon would Digivolve from level 5 to level 6, you may delete one of your Digimon to reduce the Digivolution cost by 3. And security effect, activate this card without paying its memory cost. Or play this card without paying its memory cost. I mean, purple has ways of getting Digimon back from the trash. So if it was just like a side effect that you got one back from the trash, then reducing the Digivolution cost by 3 wouldn't be a horrible thing. We got Rapidmon. I believe we have not gotten this one yet. Rapidmon is an 8 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 7000 DP. When Digivolving, if you have a true green tamer in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. And the inherited effect, your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. Again, that inherited effect, not hard to pull off. And the active effect works with the playstyle, so this is an alright one. And then we pulled Decalamon, who is a 3 play cost, 1000 DP. Active effect, when you would play this card from your hand, reduce its play cost by 2 if you have a Guilmon, Terriermon, Renamon, or Impmon in play. Your turn, this Digimon can't attack. Your turn, when one of your Digimon Digivolves, you may suspend this Digimon to gain 1 memory, draw 1 card, and have one of your Digimon get plus 3000 DP for the turn. I had a slight thought, like, when I'm like, oh, this one's a white, maybe I could put it in the D Reaper. It would not work at all, because it's all, like, Digivolutions, and it works with Guilmon and things like that. So this one would not work. He can't attack. So really, he's just using that second attack, or second effect. Which your opponent would want to get rid of this. It only has a 1000, so any of the deletion things would work on it. Even the new 07 that we just pulled would be perfect because it's 3000 or less, and this one is definitely less than 3000. And then we got Mega Gargamon. Going with the Rapidmon we just pulled. This one is a 12 play cost, 5 Digivolution cost, 13,000 DP. When Digivolving, for each green tamer you have in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. They don't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. When attacking once per turn, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP to its owner's hand. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I mean, especially if you can pump this one up a little bit on the DP, that means that you could send back almost anything to the opponent's hand. And green's terrible at pumping up DP with the new hybrid color decks. The dual color decks, I mean. that's a lot easier to do if you made a red-green deck, which I think there was a Tyrannomon in the classic, the EX1 set that was green/red essentially. So that one could work. All right, excuse me just for one sec. Need to get us water. And let's continue on. We got another Strike-Dramon, Mephistomon, Ground Locomon, Pellet's Head, Fist of the Beast King, Gatekeeper, Ice Devimon, Optimizer, Gummymon. Aw, he's cute and new. He has the inherited effect of your turn, once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, draw one card. This one's nice. I mean, I don't know if I'd make this my main Digi-Egg, but if I'm definitely debating on putting, like if I've got a main and I need just one more, because you are allowed 5, I would definitely put this one in most greens, because it's just like when they become suspended. And I mean, it is on your turn, so like you'd have to actively suspend them. But green has a lot of chances to do that. So this one's not a bad one to throw in. Ooh, Reapermon. Oh. PS1 flashbacks. He's a 12 play cost, a 4 evolution cost, 11,000 DP. He's got the reboot ability. And opponent's turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon becomes unsuspended, de-Digivolve 1 on that Digimon. So, yeah, that would definitely slow them down. I like that because they've got a Mega out, you have this one out, and this is another one of those things that can kind of go under the radar, especially as the game library of cards begins to grow. People kind of forget things, and if you're in just your average tournament or like local type of thing, people could forget that, and that could be very devastating. Let's see, and he is a cyborg type, so I could throw him into the black deck. That wouldn't be too horrible. Yeah, I like him. I like him a fair amount. Then we got Gardramon, who is a 5 play cost, 2 evolution cost, 4,000 DP. He has the blocker ability. On play, one of your Digimon get plus 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. And that's a good way to pump up some Digimon. So I like this one. It has no inherited effect. But just being able to play him out, and then even pump himself out up, that'd be good. But yeah, that's a on play, so you'd have to play it down. You wouldn't be able to pump him up because he doesn't have rush, I suppose. But being able to pump up a different one for the plus 3,000, that could be useful. You could put him in with, you could make like a black-green deck and use it with the Mega Gargamon to pump him up. So yeah, he's nice. I like him. And we got Takato. Takato is a 3 play cost. Your turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. Your turn, when one of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Gallantmon or Growlmon in its name, that Digimon gains when Digivolving Blitz. This Digimon can attack your opponent when your opponent has 1 or more memory for the turn. Yeah, I mean, and the security effect is play this card without paying its memory cost. This is pretty good for a Gallantmon deck. I mean, I could definitely see putting it into the pre-constructed Gallantmon deck. Yeah, nothing wrong with this one for a dedicated Digimon deck. So far out of all these, I'm kind of most wanting to build a D-Reaper deck. Because that seems the most different out of all of them. Because there's no Digivolving involved. And I'm wondering if that one would be easier or more difficult to play for a new player because it takes out one of the mechanics. Mephistomon. Ground Locomon. Gargomon. ADR-09 Gatekeeper. ADR-03 Pendulum Feet. High Speed Plugin. ADR-02 Searcher. Glad we got another one of him because I can have up to 50 in a deck. That'd be a terrible deck to build with just 50. But I could. Fist of the Beast King. Ooh! ADR-01 Jerry. We were missing this one too. This is a 5 play cost, 5,000 DP, no Digivolution cost. Main, you may suspend this Digimon to reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Place one ADR-02 Searcher among them under one of your Mother D-Reapers as its bottom Digivolution card. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is, again, I like this one because it builds on you want to have more of the 02s in your deck. And it gives you a reason to. And this kind of style looks like it's building to be like a rush kind of format. I'm hoping to see that there's a tamer that goes along with this D-Reaper. Like, I know it's not going to be like an actual tamer, but we've seen them kind of branching out from the normal tamer, so I would like to see something that goes along with this. Then we got Shu Chang Wong. Oof. She's a 3 play cost. On play, you may play one Lotmon from your hand without paying its memory cost. Start of your turn, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, draw 1 card. Security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. It's alright. I mean, I do like that you would get to draw an extra card every single turn if you have 3 or fewer security cards. So that's nice. The on-play, that's alright. Kind of leaning towards a Lotmon. I could omit this and just put this in a yellow deck, forgetting about the on-play effect. I'd play no more than 2 in a deck, I feel. Because I feel like there are other tamers that are better than this. Then we got Henry Wong, her big brother. 4 play costs, start of your turn. If you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. Your turn, when you attack with the Digimon with Gargomon or Rapidmon in its name, you may suspend this tamer to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost. This is another one that I would play at 2 in a deck because of that start of your turn effect. That's alright. Your turn effect is really good if you're playing, again, a dedicated kind of Terriermon deck. I couldn't see playing it outside of those. I may try and just build some dedicated decks for these ones and see what they would look like at the moment. That might be a thing I'd be interested in doing. Finally, we got Golfmon. 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 12,000 DP. When Digivolving, all players trash cards in their hands until they have 5 cards left. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your effects trashes a card in your hand, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon. I like this one. This one's a very interesting kind of one. Because you're losing some card advantage, but you're both losing card advantage. So if you're playing versus someone who's drawing a lot of cards in their hand, or drawing a lot of cards in their deck to their hand, then playing this one, if they have like blue wants 8 cards in their hand, even getting rid of 3 cards, that is a lot. Even if you have to sacrifice one of yours to get the full effect. where you would then get to unsuspend a Digimon. Yeah, I like this one. This one's kind of like a counter to people who have a lot of cards in their hands. And it's one that is going to be hard to fight against because if you get a level 5 out, you can just Digivolve into this. So yeah, I definitely like that one. So there we go. We have opened 4 more packs. We got 1 more video for the left side. Then we're going to start on the right. Tell me what you guys think. Do you want me to try and build like a dedicated deck for these? Like whether it's D-Reaper or Lopmon, Renamon. Maybe not so much Guilmon because we got one of those in the start. If I did do a Guilmon deck, I would definitely do like I did with the starter deck that I built, where I would try not to use any starter deck cards because that's just kind of cheap to me. So I might do that. Maybe even try and build an Impmon deck. Trying to think which other ones. I mean, I suppose I could build like a Gardramon or Marine Angemon deck if we pull enough of those. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you want that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, please subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It really does help. I really want to hit that 100 subscriber. And until then, I will see you next time.